Yeah, man.
Okay.
Well, for number 5, I have man. You mentioned Philly earlier, man, and I got 3 times dope. Funky Dividends.
Oh, nice.
Did you not forget about them? You can't say that now, your folks. You know, and I wasn't a fan of them, but
I forgot about it. I forgot about it. Now you know
the
what?
Sample,
Yeah,
the video was on time.
It was.
Huh?
I actually saw them. I saw them in a little high school gym or something like that when they was coming up. But I saw them on the East Coast, you know, and it was cool when they still had the high tops and whatnot.
They seem like the kind of brothers that'd be outside.
Yeah, they was outside. Yeah, they was outside because it wasn't hell. You know, like everybody was outside on the East Coast. It seemed, I mean, outside is the place to be. They just want to be outside. You know what I mean? And even with even in the wintertime, you know, with the North Face, you know, you if you slang it, there's no off time when you slang it. If it starts snowing, you say we ain't sailing today because it's snowing. You got to get out there. Right?
Keep on going, right?
You got to keep grinding. Yeah,
you got to deliver, man. Rain, see the snow like the USPS, but you got to get it, man.
Hey, that's why the boys got them Timberlands, because if you're out there in snow and your toes get numb, you feel what I'm saying? So you got to get in that boot.
And the big Run DMC Beach Street bomber jackets and all that.
At that time, man. Look at that time. Give you a story right quick. I worked at this little kiosk. Little brother I knew said, "Hey, you want to work at a little? I got a little kiosk that I got to work at, and I got to hire somebody. You want to work there with me?" I said, "Yeah." And she was selling robes. You feel what I'm saying? Robes. You know, I was like, people buy robes, right? But they buy robes. So,
you mean house coat, bro?
Yeah, house coat robe. They have selling robe. You know, you get your name embroidered or whatever, stamped on or whatever. So I was working there. Like, you know, so the boy who worked across the way, he worked at Wilson's, right? So we was like, yo, I like that. I like one of them trench coats in there. He said, I like them robes. So we did an exchange. I get you about 3 robes for that one full length of that we back then they used to call, when I put it on they called me Shaft, but it was kind of like what's my man's name, Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson got that long black coat, not Shaft but the other one, where he Fury in the Marvel movies. Whatever his name is in the Marvel movies, I had the coat like that. So I'm
that dude, I know what you're talking about. I'm not a Marvel fan, but I know what you're talking about.
Whoever he is, so I had that coat, a beanie, and some Timberlands as I stood outside at night, working the corner. You feel what I'm saying? So you said the bomber jacket. Fair exchange.
With that song, man, that Old Honey sample was perfect, man. I think I may have told you before, but I'm just gonna share. I did not know where that sample came from. They used it, then the Ghetto Boys used it a couple years later, all the way up until it like reminded me, and then it came out again on use it with the Total Girls. They had a remix with that sample on there, same beat. Yeah, and keep in mind, Funky Dividends is in my playlist today, and I never skip it whenever it comes on. I might even play it back again, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I love how that story went through a couple different records. We'll talk about it in a minute. But I was at a record store one day, and I was just looking. I had to have the original, and I had no idea who sung it. I didn't know the name of the song or nothing. I just know the little whistle on there and the melody of the song. And an essay, brother, of all people, he's like, "What you looking for homes like that, right?" And I told him, and I kind of hummed it to him, and he said, "Oh, that's such and such." And it was a Latin Oldies Lowriders mixed CD series. That he gave to me.
I love those. I used to get those. Yeah,
right. That's the only song I listened to on that CD. But now I know, and I can go listen to Delegation anytime now.
Hey man,
of that, you know what I'm saying?
Man. That the Lowrider series CDs, the volume sets, dude.
Oh, they love that music.
Bomb.
The hardest Hispanic gangsters love that love music. Blown on by the flows, all that. They rocking two step to that all day and night. Go on,
love you. I do love. Hey man, I don't know how many volumes they had of that, but I had all of them at that time when the CDs was out. I had all because those were songs that we was listening to in the house anyway, or my parents were, or when we was down in my cousin lived in Ontario. That was Lowrider. That was Lowrider Boulevard down there. That was the area down there. So yeah. So now when these guys are rolling up and down the street, they didn't have hydraulics at the time. They had bricks in the back of their trunk so that they could drag because they couldn't afford hydraulics. You feel me? And them songs, yeah. And they was coming out. They was coming out of those are the songs that was coming out of those cars. Yeah.
That's where it goes.
Beautiful cars.
If it was West Coast pop locking, it was some old school slow song. Yeah.
Real talk.
Well, you on numero cinco, man.
Hey man, you using your big words on me, man. Okay. I got it made.
All right.
Yeah. See, we have some of the same songs on there, but we have it in different order. Yeah. And that song.
And there's gonna be some people that's gonna have it higher than that.
Real talk.
There's somebody that has this higher than that on their list.
Yeah. That song right there, man, it was very impactful. And if it was impactful for you on the West Coast, just think about what it was on the East Coast.
On the East Coast. That's what
It was on all the time. And it was a good song. You feel what I'm saying? It was a good song. And if you hear the track, if you hear the track, I mean, it's hard to make a bad song off that track. Yeah. But he did his thing. Yeah, he did that. And he had to look.
That's true.
Yeah, he had to look. It was a whole, I would say, so like, remember MC, what's that boy name? MC Breeze? Nah, not MC Breeze. I forget this boy. But he was only around for a minute, but he looked just like Special Ed. Oochie Coochie La La La. I just forget the name of I forget the name of the song. And he was from Cleveland. My boys in the 216, y'all put down in the comments who was that boy that Mike Bivens had. Yeah, Mike Bivens had that boy and had Mike Bivens had him, and he's from Cleveland, and it was a Oochie Coochie La La La. And that boy, I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. MC Brains. I think it was MC Brains.
And I remember that name. That name.
I think it was MC Brains. Yeah. And I was surprised that he's in the, I don't know if he's in the Cleveland Hall of Fame or the Musical Hall of Fame, but I know when I was in the Hall of Fame, he had something in the Hall of Fame. And I was like, whoa. Or maybe been the first rapper to go gold or something or platinum or something from Cleveland, but he is in the Hall of Fame. That was shocking to me. You feel me? Because
probably Cleveland Hall of Fame. You couldn't think of brother's name, man.
Remember, like Cleveland. I'm not sure, but you take it for it. Go ahead.
EPMD. So what you saying?
Okay. My number 4.
So what you saying?
Yeah, my number 4. Ladies First, Queen Latifah. So I want to tell them female viewers, just pay attention. Listen. It's that song right there made me stop and think about women in hip hop and think about women, period, because she said ladies first. Hip hop is male dominated. I'm gonna say black male dominated as far as the artist. When she said that, it made me stop and look at probably the relationship I was in, and then look at the lyrical genius of the women that were in hip hop also that wasn't getting a whole lot of love. You feel me? So that song, like those other ones, it was impactful. It wasn't the most impactful song of the year, but impacted me as far as thinking about how to treat women. You know what I mean? And the value of a woman.